What is everybody? Daniel Rock 08 back once again with another video. 2006 year in review continues with WWE Vengeance. Now, as I keep on saying, 1999 is, or 2006 is 1999. They're one less the same. You have ECW. You have McMahonism as a religion. You got uh, live sex celebration, rated R superstar. You got so much crap going on, and now, the band is back together. D-Generation X is back. Shawn Michaels and Triple H, they are back. Break it down. If you're not down with that, we got two words for you. Living hell. Well, for DX being back, it is most certainly a living hell for Vince McMahon. Now, I know a lot of people don't like DX in 2006. Unpopular opinion, controversial one at that. I liked DX in 2006. Now, keep in mind, I was only like 4 years old when DX originally was a deal in 1998. So, now I'm seeing DX. This is kind of a much more fresh look that I have on DX. Now, of course, I've always noticed what DX was always about. I knew what they were about. But now I have fresh eyes on the new and improved DX. Okay, I'm down with this one. Now, of course, a lot of people say that, oh, DX wasn't nearly as edgy as they were. Did you not see the fucking shit they did? They did all sorts of things. Vince likes cocks and ripping the axle right underneath Vince's limousine and blowing his ass up with fireworks and all sorts of crap. They did a lot of crazy shit. They also did they did a lot of weird stuff. Now, Shawn Michaels, it's weird that he said he was okay with DX coming back, but he wasn't down with doing, the suck it shit. He wasn't down with doing the sexual crap that the old DX would used to do. So he wasn't down with that, but he is down with DX. So we got Triple H, who basically plays the Shawn Michaels role from '98, where Triple H, he's the one who's going to show his ass. He's the one who's going to do all this sexual crap. He's going to say suck it. He's going to do it. Now, a lot of people don't like DX in 2006. Again, like I said, I like DX in '06. I thought they had a lot of funny things going on and a lot of weird shit. And when I talk about weird, I mean, there's one segment that they did where they're having a barbecue. Right? They're having a barbecue with their fans and so on and so forth. So you got Triple H and you got Candice Michelle. And all of a sudden they are lost for words. They're choking. They can't comprehend their words. And they're squeezing mustard and ketchup bottles. And then all of a sudden emerges underneath the table are two women. So we're led to believe that Triple H and Candice Michelle got blowjobs. Weird shit. But you cannot sit there and tell me that the imitation of the McMahons was not hilarious. You can't sit there and tell me that, oh, Bischoff doesn't find me controversial? Yeah, I know, right? What's your name? Stan. I just kicked Stan. Kick. Super kick. Come on, you can't tell me that fucking segment where he just super kicks everyone out of nowhere, random people in the hallway. You can't tell me that's not one of the greatest segments in DX. Come on. That's hilarity in its greatest. So I like DX in '06. And again, this just puts more fire to the fumes that this is much more like 1999. And of course, we're not through yet with DX being revived. We also have the return of Kane, the imposter Kane. Kane has a mask on. He is wearing double sleeves, and he has his own theme back, and the flames, and the fires, and all this crap. And, oh boy, I can't wait to talk about that shit. Rob Van Dam is your champion, and he's defending the title right in the middle of the show, just like Rey Mysterio. Anyways, let's go through it. Vengeance '06. Randy Orton defeats Kurt Angle in a match they had very similar to One Night Stand '06. At one point in time during this match, Kurt Angle hits Randy Orton with 8 German suplexes in a row. He hits him with a grand total of like 10 or 11 in this entire match. Randy Orton gets the W with an RKO out of nowhere, and I give it a 7. Very similar to their match at One Night Stand. Umaga defeats Eugene in a squash match. Eugene, even with Hacksaw and Kamala la, and Doink, whatever. It's weird going back in time to a time like this, even 12 years ago. God damn, it feels like maybe 3 years ago, where, you got Umaga, who is every bit of a Samoan savage as his ancestors were, as his relatives were. And I just thank God. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Roman Reigns, but come on, you got to give the guy credit. At least he isn't like his Samoan family. At least he isn't out there, spewing garbage in this language. At least he's not dubbed from the Isle of Samoa. At least he doesn't have all this tribal tattoo crap and they do all that crap with him. At least he don't have a bone through his nose. At least, my God, he doesn't do the headbutt gimmick and is acting like a savage and talking in tongues. Good Lord. But Umaga was something special. I liked Umaga. He was awesome. And I thought, maybe this guy could be WWE champion, honestly. But big things are to come with Umaga in 2006 and later on. 2 out of 10 is just a squash. Ric Flair defeats Mick Foley in a 2 out of 3 falls match. I think this would be a great match. It was just but there is much more going on. There is going to be a lot more going on from this. This was just a little taste of what we're going to get in their insane bloody match that we get at SummerSlam. But this is an okay match. 5.5. Ric Flair wins both falls as Mick Foley hits Ric Flair right in the face with Barbie, and Ric Flair wins with 2 falls. Interesting enough, we do get to see a young adolescent Charlotte Flair in ringside. And how crazy is it that 10 years later, Charlotte wins? Here she is sitting ringside watching her dad. 10 years later, she becomes the women's champion at WrestleMania. It's insane to look back and you see, younger relatives and you see them, and then like 10, 5 years, 15 years later, they're like a big time deal in that, going on. It's very crazy to think about that shit. And it's very cool. Ric Flair wins. Just a little taste of what we're going to get for SummerSlam, though. 5.5. Next up, a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. Johnny Nitro defeats Carlito and the Intercontinental Champion in Shelton Benjamin. Carlito, before the match, he has a little run-in with Maria and Tori Wilson, who is half naked in bra and panties. Thank you very much. I'm 12 years old at that time, and, every chance you get to see Tori Wilson, it's so good. So Maria rubs baby oil all over Tori, and Tori asks Carlito, would you mind holding my puppies? And she lets him hold her puppies, dogs, not her, stuff. But anyways, Carlito, entrance, whatever. This is a great match. Lots of cool spots, lots of great spots, lots of great stuff going on in this match. Watch this match. It is very good. 7 on 10, very good, much like Orton and Angle. Very good match and very forgettable hidden gem, if you will. But nothing come close to the hidden gem that is the WWE Championship match right smack dab in the middle of the card. Yes, you got that right. Rob Van Dam, just like Rey Mysterio, Rob Van Dam can't even main event Vengeance. He can't even main event the B-est of all B-list pay-per-views. No. DX is main event a pay-per-view. Rob Van Dam defeats Edge to retain his WWE Championship in one hell of a match. 8 out of 10. There's some very good things going on. Very funny calls by JR and Jerry Lawler. JR always saying he says, is that all you think about is sex? A little sex on TV doesn't hurt anybody. Good stuff. This is a great match. Great match overall. Great stuff. Watch it. It's very much of a hidden gem. I hate that word, but this is probably, of all the WWE Championship matches there ever was, this is probably one of the most hidden gems you're going to get. An 8 out of 10, Rob Van Dam wins and retains the WWE Championship. And honestly, the only match in which he looked good throughout this entire time period. Because Rob Van Dam needed an assist from Edge to beat John Cena. And then he gets caught with marijuana with Sabu. He has to forfeit the WWE and ECW champion. Basically, he gets jobbed out on Raw to John Cena and Edge, and then loses to the Big Show on ECW. So he loses both titles, and he goes from being the #1 top tier superstar and all the way clear at the bottom. And I remember this time, and I loved Rob Van Dam, but once when I heard about this marijuana thing going on, it kind of hurt me a little bit. But then I think about, you know what? It's just marijuana. But here's the thing, Rob Van Dam, you should have known better. You're the WWE champion, for fuck's sakes. Come on! You can't be doing drugs with your best friend and your better enemy in Sabu and get caught doing marijuana. You just can't, especially when you're the WWE champion. And I also think because he was also the ECW champion and he gets suspended, I also think that this was just more fuel to the fire, more gasoline on the fire to why ECW was even more of a failure. I mean, it was never going to be anything good anyways. It wasn't going to be anything special. It was going to fail right from the get-go, but this situation didn't help matters either. Anyways, good match, great match, and it's the only time Rob Van Dam looked good during this time, honestly. Next up, from, overall, good show. Good show. You got 3 very good matches here. But then we get the Imposter Kane and the real Kane duking it out in a very boring match where a lot more people were more concerned looking at their flip phones. Flip phones, back in 2006, and I still have one. A phone like this was the top deal. But anyways, most people were on their flip phones during this match than watching this match. They were in the concession stand trying to get popcorn, trying to take a piss. This was a piss break match. And they were just flipping their phones. They were just texting. My point being, nobody gave a fuck about this match. But lo and behold, Imposter King got the W and won the match. That's like if Underfaker defeated the real Undertaker at SummerSlam 94. That's like if the Imposter Sting ended up being the real Sting. Or if, whatever the case may be. But I will give Luke Gallows credit where credit is due. He plays a way better Imposter Kane than any other imposter of any other character ever did. It's so funny. You got the fake Kane, played by Luke Gallows, and he's taking on Glenn Jacobs, the real Kane, who was once in himself an imposter. He was the imposter Diesel. So, who was better? Oh my God. Could you imagine if instead Kane came out as fake Diesel? Then we get to truly see who was the better imposter at being the imposter. But I will give credit where credit is due. I think Gallows played a much better imposter Kane than Jacobs did as imposter Diesel, as whoever the fuck played fake Razor, as Brian Lee played as fake Undertaker, and Jeff Farmer played as fake Sting, and everyone else who played fake Sting. I think Luke Gallows as the fake Kane was way better. He had everything going on. He had the entrance, he had the ring presence, he did the moves, he did the everything, even the motions, even the body language, the glove deal. Man, he pulled on the glove like 10,000 times to really drive it home. But no one gave a fuck. I give it a 2, and that's being nice. Again, most people are just just on their phones. But funny thing about this match is that the imposter Kane was supposed to be the real Kane all along. And the real Kane was going to be the fake Kane who stole his identity long ago, which is baffling. That means that this Kane, Glenn Jacobs, was the imposter all along, and his father is not Paul Bearer, and his brother is not under. Oh my God, it just mind fucked. But anyways, there's no payoff to this because God, this hurts. This hurts so bad. This all had to do with May 19th. May 19th. May 19th. Good God. Good God. My head hurts. Okay, I gotta move on. Anyways, Kane beats up fake Kane on Raw, and then that's the end. Anyways, 2 out of 10. John Cena defeats Sabu in a match that was not as good as their last match at WWE versus ECW. It's an extreme lumberjack match, whatever the fuck that meant, but there was very little extreme about this match. It was getting good, getting really good, but then once when it got good, it was over. John Cena hits an attitude adjustment. My bad. I'm so conditioned in calling it the attitude adjustment. I mean the FU. That's the way to call it. So he hits an FU to the outside through a table, whereas, Sabu, his ass basically hit the part of the table where the legs were underneath, so it didn't break, and he broke his ass pretty much. And then he flipped him over in the ring and STFU, and that's the end of it. John Cena buries ECW, blah, 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 again. 5.5, not as good as their WCW match, but whatever. And the main event, get a load of this shit. It's D-Generation X defeating the Spirit Squad in a 5-on-2 handicap match, in a match that's not contested for the World Tag Team titles. Why the fuck is the World Tag Team titles not on the line here? I mean, the Spirit Squad are the tag team champs. Why isn't the tag titles not on the line? I mean, you just brought back DX. Why not put the titles on them to really drive home this even further? Sure, one can argue they don't need the tag team titles, but to be perfectly honest, I think the tag team titles need DX to be the tag champs, because look at the tag team title scene. After Kane and the Big Show, you got Spirit Squad, and then all of a sudden the Highlanders get a title match. You get Crime Time there, but they never get the tag straps. And then all of a sudden, Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch become the tag champs. So the tag titles scene is very shitty. And I think DX not being the tag champs really hurt them. Really hurt the titles. I mean, why wouldn't they be the tag champs? It doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, this is just a house show glorified match. DX got their shit in. There's some heat on Shawn Michaels. It's a typical run-of-the-mill tag team match. At the end, we do get the Sweet Chin Music pedigree combination simultaneously. DX gets the W, but they don't get the tag straps, so who gives a fuck? But anyways, it was a nice way to see DX's back. And then they do something where Triple H pulls down his pants, so we see his bare bottom. He's not wearing a thong. He's not wearing underwear. No, it's his crack. We get to see Triple H's crack, and he wanted to do this. Like father, like son-in-law. Just like how Vince likes to show his ass, and just like how his buddy Shawn Michaels likes to show his ass, but he doesn't do that anymore because he's born again. Triple H, like father, like son-in-law, has to pull down his pants and show the world his ass. And then Shawn gets Mitch, and he buries his face right into Triple H's ass. And that's a good way to end Vengeance, and they're still not the tag team champions. Why the fuck not? I don't know. Anyways, 5.5. Overall, he gets a 5.5. WWE title match was very good. The Intercontinental title was very good. Orton Angle was good, and you know what? DX being back is good. Overall, decent show. Nothing more to say about it. Don't know why DX didn't win the tag straps. Anyways, I'll catch you next time when we get to TNA's Slammiversary. Goodbye.